Hi guys, and welcome to Thoughtscapes. Today I'm going to be talking about the art of patience. Let's face it guys, us millennials, we're an impatient bunch. We are used to instant gratification, immediate satisfaction. We have access to information, people, services quicker than any time before. Hence the reason why we are really impatient. Now there are endless examples of when we need to remain patient in life. For instance, when we are dealing with someone who's really testing our patience, or when we want something but we know it's not the right time, or when we're waiting for something but it is taking so damn long. And patience, this can apply to every area of your life. You need to be patient in your personal life, with relationships. You need to be patient with your career. You need to be patient when you're handling challenges and difficult situations that come by in life. Hence the reason why we still do need to continually develop the art of being patient, because it will serve us well throughout our lives. So there are many benefits to remaining patient. I heard a quote before and I can't remember who the author is or who said this, but if you do, please write it in the comment section down below. But it goes, "Nothing good came from hurry and frustration, only misery." And we also know the old adage, "Good things come to those who wait." And being patient, or trying to remain patient, is immensely character building. Why? Because it's hard, it's difficult. If we want something right now. That's, I certainly do. But what you do learn in the process is the lessons that will come out of the challenges that you face while trying to remain patient, the tips and the techniques, the strategies that you formulate for yourself to help you remain patient in that time frame. And also, you never know, the size of the prize might be better, bigger, sweeter if you do wait. Unfortunately, we can't manipulate time, so it's going to take however long it's going to take for that thing that you're waiting for to come. But what you do have an influence in is accelerating the process or hindering the process. So do yourself a favor and figure out ways to accelerate the process so you're not waiting longer than you need to. But that does come with a caveat. Even if you do try to accelerate the process, that's not always a guarantee that it will come in the time frame that you want it to. Just warning you guys, because I don't want you to think, yeah, I'm going to do everything and it's going to come right then when I want it to, because life doesn't really work like that. But at least you know that you tried. I know that might not be some consolation to other people, but at least you know you tried to accelerate the process. But it is a risk. It might work for you, it might not work for you in the time frame. Be honest with yourself. How much level of effort are you putting in? Because that will affect your expectations. Now, if you're giving 100%, then it's justifiable for you to expect 100% of the reward in the time frame that you want it to happen. But if you know that you're only really giving 10%, then how can you expect 100% of the reward? I think this is a good gauge for justifying whether you should be patient or justifying your impatience. Because if you know that you're not giving 100%, or you're not giving as much as you can, then really the impatience that you're feeling and that unsettling feeling is kind of in vain, because you are being a hindrance to yourself. Now this is a really key point, guys, which is, how will your period of patience / impatience serve you? Are you going to use this period to drive you, or are you going to use this period to deter you? Now, I don't think I need to answer the question for you, but if you are still struggling, then it will help if you use it to drive you. That is the right answer, guys. Another one is, guys, you may be struggling to remain patient because the goal, or the size of it, the scale of it, the time involved is just so overwhelming. It's so big, or it's too far out in the future that you just can't see the end point. Well, don't do that to yourself, guys. If you can, split up that goal into milestones, smaller chunks that are digestible, that are attainable in a shorter time frame, so that you're not left there looking at this huge expanse of what you need to do, but getting stuff done in smaller chunks so that you feel a lot more fulfilled quicker, because you're doing bits of it, and by the time you know it, you've reached your end goal. So for instance, let's say, I don't know, for you students, you have this 1200 word essay and it's due in the next week. Instead of dwelling on all those words and the time frame, why don't you split that out to say, okay, every day leading up to that deadline, I'm going to do 200 words. And if you manage to tick off your 200 words day by day by day by day, you're going to be there in no time. You've already reached your goal ahead of time, so it's not so overwhelming for you. So that's just a little example of how you can split up your end goal into milestones and sizable chunks for you to get to your end point quicker without feeling that impatience for a long period of time until you get there. And lastly, guys, go with your gut, whether that is your head strongly saying something or your heart strongly saying something. And when I mean go with your gut, whether it's telling you to wait. Now, a lot of the times my head tells me to wait, but I really want something now. But still there is that overwhelming sense of you really need to wait and be patient. Listen to your gut, because usually your instinct is right. Your instinct will serve you well. And if your instinct is saying you're making a foolish decision by wanting something now and trying to pursue it because it's probably going to end up the way that you don't want it to end up, then as painful and as difficult as it is, trust yourself and trust the signs that your gut and your instinct is telling you, which is just be patient. So guys, I hope that was helpful. So when you're struggling, again, just to reference, trust the time it takes for the process for you to get there. Don't get too disheartened, be patient. Secondly, be honest with yourself. How much level of effort are you putting in? Is your impatience justifiable? Thirdly, what will you do in this period of patience? Use it to drive you. Don't use it to deter you. Fourth, split up your end goal, or the reason why you're being impatient or you need to be patient, into milestones and sizable chunks so that you don't feel so overwhelmed and you actually get there quicker. And then lastly, go with your gut. And if your gut is telling you to wait, then trust it. And it might be difficult, but listen to your instincts, because your instincts are usually right. Thanks once again, guys, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you want, and also please subscribe for similar content. I'm going to be trying to churn videos like this out on a weekly basis, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope it serves as a little dose of positivity or motivation for you when you need it. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. I'm sleepy. Probably the most impatient person that I know, so this is a message for myself. I need to watch this video again and again and again. Patience. I want it now.